They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Harvey Kinkle, the only person you're gonna scare is yourself.
Gotcha.
Good night, Harvey.
Good night, Sabrina.
Keenan and Ross, thank you so much for chatting to the Spotlight.
Oh my God,
it's
so
great to meet you both.
Nice to meet you too.
Of course, the series is not new. People are familiar with the comic books version, and of course, Sabrina the Teenage Witch back in the 90s was a massive hit. How would you describe the chilling adventures of Sabrina? How does it differ from the first one?
Well, what I think is really cool about the archetype of Sabrina is that each iteration is so different. She's a wonderful character, and she's housed by a lot of different vibes. And I think that people that are familiar with the Sabrina from the comic are also going to equally love the 90s show and are also going to love this show because they're all so different, but it is, you know, the same name and the same witch. But this character is I can never say that seriously.
Like Halloween.
But I'm going to say it anyway.
Yeah.
But this version is, you know, obviously a lot more focused on Greendale as a town, and has sort of a darker spin that a lot of horror fanatics are going to go crazy over, and has the right amount of humor and drama, and the through line are, you know, the relationships of the show.
You're a rebel, Spellman. That's how I like my witches.
I'm not an evil person. But these are desperate times.
I would like to ask, though, do you think that this is targeted at more older audience? Because it is so dark?
I think there's not really a specific demographic, actually. As long as you're not too young. Like, I've heard a few moms say specifically Michelle Gomez has a younger son that she doesn't necessarily want to be exposed to it because it is a bit dark and it can get gory at times. But other than that, I think everybody can enjoy this show for different reasons.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is my personal, I think that if I were like 13 and a half, 14, this would have been my favorite show, and I think it still is, you know, and I would be tuning in if I wasn't in it, and I can imagine being 25 or 30 loving it.
I mean, I'm a little bit older than most of us in this room, but I was a little bit scared at some of the scenes, I have to say.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think you've got a fair balance there.
Cool.
Am I correct to say that there are some lessons that are coming out of this? It's about
Definitely.
choice, it's about using your powers responsibly.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that the show speaks to a lot of teens because it has a positive message behind it, and it's by no means, you know, trying to actively teach people anything, but I think that teenagers are super smart and can, you know, digest knowledge and whatever they see, and I think that the characters in the show can make you realize things about yourself.
Ross, just a little bit about your character. I mean, what's it like dating a woman who has special powers and you don't even know about it?
He doesn't even know about them. It's always an interesting
Just thinks I'm super
question.
weird.
Yeah. No, he loves Sabrina very much. And when he figures, it's hard not, no spoilers. Don't give me any spoilers there. But I think he'd like to know that she was more special than he even originally let on.
And I think there's always a sense of Sabrina's hiding something, maybe in the back of your mind, even if you don't really expect it to be what it is.
I have to be honest, I think every girl, even in real life, would love to have your powers, half human, half witch, right?
Or I would love to date this guy.
I'd like to have powers.
Seriously.
I know that you've had more than one director work on the series. Was it challenging at all in that way?
I'm used to it because I grew up on TV and I always value a different sort of take on things. for me personally, I think it makes it more fun.
Yeah. It's always nice to have a different workflow.
Yeah.
Change it up.
10 episodes in. Are they going to be making another season after this? What's
We're
the
shooting
plan?
season 2 right now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's more of you.
Yes.
That's great.
Never enough.
That's great. Well, Keenan and Ross, it was so great talking to you. Thank you so much for
you.
sharing your stories with us on the Spotlight.
Absolutely.
My name is Sabrina Spellman.